Hi, I'm Leslie, also known as You Don't Call Me Les.
And I'm Laura, also known as Lala.
And we all have a guest star.
Sparkles and Rainbows.
This is Jackie, also known as Pink Tiburon on Ravelry, and she is the host of KIPing It Real podcast. And we'll link all that in the show notes like we have done in the past. So we're on the road. We're at Jackie's place here in St. Louis for the Spring Fling. It is Wednesday night, the 21st.
21st.
And
all
we
day
are
long.
We're like running on adrenaline. We're so excited about Spring
I've been
Fling.
up since 5 a.m.
Yeah, not me. This thing keeps focusing in and out. I'm sorry about that.
There's too many of us. It's freaking out.
It doesn't know what to do, so just bear with us for a little while. We're going to make this one a relatively easy one. We're just going to hop through favorite things and then show works in progress and then sign on off. So favorite things, I'll go first because mine is simple. Cupcakes. Our Spring Fling order for cupcakes went in on Tuesday, and I get to pick it up tomorrow, and it is 14 and a half dozen cupcakes.
And they're all for me.
Yeah, we're just going to eat them all and not show up and see what happens.
We might have some angry, upset knitters in that case.
Also, favorite things. I look like I've been shooting heroin. I've got red marks all over me from love from the puppies. We've got 3 of them here. But they're
probably get Scout if you want her.
Yeah, nah, whatever. They'll come over here at some point. So that's my favorite things. Go ahead, Laura. What do you got? Oh yeah.
I've got buttons.
It should be noted that these are the awesome buttons for the KIPing It Real Maryland Sheep and Wool event, and we are the very first people to get them.
Because we're special.
Yep.
We're
awesome.
Buttons.
Yes. And these are the ones that you get for a $5 or more donation to the KIPing It Real podcast for a sponsorship. So, all right, I kind of stole your thunder. What else you got?
That's okay. On our draft here, I got to put in my iPad, which has the la-las on the back.
Because like we talked about before, Laura doesn't drive places.
No, I don't drive places. Because Leslie has this phobia of death, and I just don't
weird,
understand it. But, so I got to pick the music, and we started with the Legally Blonde soundtrack, and then we moved to Glee, seasons 1, like the first half.
Which I was very sad to learn that they didn't put the Single Ladies one on there, because he lip syncs it and doesn't actually sing it.
And that's my favorite episode.
Yeah.
I watched it like 10 times.
He's pretty awesome.
And then we went to Wicked.
Yes.
And then we went to Sugarland because I have this awesome friend who bought me Sugarland tickets for my birthday.
That's true.
So we'll be at the Sugarland concert in Mississippi. So we listened to the song Down in Mississippi and Up to No Good. Because we're never up to any good.
Well, she's not. So Jackie has some favorite things too.
I have to.
We had to write it down.
Favorite things this week: unicorns, sparkles, and baby raccoons.
So you have to explain the baby raccoons.
So I came home from work today, and the neighbor had said, "Watch out, there's raccoons in the yard." And so, of course, I walked over to see them.
She disregarded his warning.
And they had gotten 3 little baby raccoons, and I guess actually 4, and a mama raccoon out of their chimney. And the
I'm curious as to know how they got them out.
They were up on the roof, like,
jabbing stuff until they came out.
Humanely,
awesome.
They were all alive. But, so there were 3 babies left. Apparently the mom took off with 1, and I tried to talk Bob into letting me keep them and teach them circus tricks, and then we could take our show on the road, and it's not going over well. There's only 1 left in the yard. I think the mom has come back.
Yeah. But it's funny, actually. The first person to say hello to us when we walked into Missouri was Jackie's neighbor, and he offered us a raccoon the minute that
and you should have taken it.
That's okay. I've got enough
at the
furry
Spring
goodness.
Fling, raccoons, cupcakes and raccoons.
That
were double duty
fun.
this week.
Awesome.
So yeah, it looks like the mama's coming back to get them. So that's good. They have not
if
been
the last
abandoned.
one's left, it's mine.
In the morning. So yeah, the light keeps flickering and it keeps zooming in and out. I'm sorry, it's just we're in a different place and we don't have our studio lights. So we're gonna move right on to works in progress. You want to show them your monkeys?
Sure. They're not a whole lot further than they were when y'all saw them last. Because I've been packing. You saw my wonderful knitting bag. Just multiply that times clothing and underwear. Because Jessica, needs
it's
to
not
know
underwear.
That we have
it's
enough panties. Show me your knits. Jessica is obsessed with panties.
And she's gonna kill you for saying that.
Whatever. She posts on it on Ravelry. She'll get over it. And So I packed and got everything ready at work.
And the wheel is here.
And the bug's out in the car. Hopefully no one breaks into your car and steals my wheel overnight. I feel like we're safe here. And
so the only other knitting you have is secret knitting right now.
Yep.
And then tomorrow
I'm super secret.
you're going to cast on for the Vespers that we're doing for the knit along, right?
I'm going to work on these for a little while.
She's a rebel. She just does whatever the hell she wants.
Yeah.
So
Without
show
a
them
cause.
yours.
Because this is the prettiest thing.
Yes.
Let's do the front of it.
You have to get it up here so the camera can see it now.
Do it off of my
Oh, it's got the
Crazy
hole where you're going to
cones.
seek already.
Mm-hmm. So this is
no
the
focusing. The what is this?
Uni Jane's
Yeah.
Steep V Argyle vest.
Almost done.
Yep.
Inches away.
She's already got the neck steek started and the side steeks for the armholes. And there is history with this project as well, because
history.
Jackie and I decided for January 1st cast on, our New Year's cast on event, it was going to be the Argyle vest and we were going to knit along. And as always happens, I become obsessive and competitive and decide I have to
Take days off
finish
work.
it.
And she took days
This
off
is true.
work.
This is true. I'll own up to that. So I knit mine in a pink and gray, and I don't have it with me.
And Leslie was like, "You should do it too." And I kind of
Yeah, I
looked
tried
at her
to
and I
convince
was like,
Laura, but she was
"No, I don't
not
think
having
so."
it. But yeah, I powered through it and finished it. And
In
Jackie's
like, what,
10 days. Yeah, 10 days from start to finish. And it was my first steeking project.
And you steeked it up at the yarn shop, and
Yes.
I'm not gonna say that it made me nauseous, but yeah, it made me nauseous to watch her steek.
So for anybody that doesn't know, a lot of people, for some patterns like this where you have to keep it in pattern and keep it going, you basically make waist stitches here later, and you cut them and then tack it down to the back.
It makes me shiver
Yeah.
just to think about it.
And you have to use animal fibers so that it kind of felts it just a little bit, just enough to have the stuff stay together. But it's a good way to keep knitting in the round.
It's good for Fair Isle. Because
Yeah.
purling and Fair Isle is not
That's
a good
true.
combination.
Back and forth, that would suck. So my work's in progress. I want to say I started my Vesper socks this evening, but that's not until I started the toe. You can't even really tell.
The next one's my favorite.
Yeah. So when I was packing for Spring Fling, I discovered something that
It's a dark and dirty
it
secret.
really feels like it, because I had put it there, I guess, a year and a half ago, and forgotten all about it. Even when I cleaned my knitting room a few weeks ago, I didn't find it, but I found it when I went to pack, and it feels like a dirty secret because it is an unfinished project. And what it's out of Tempted's Glam Girl. I think it's the Nymph colorway, but I'm not certain
And it's
on that.
freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, it's I dig it a lot, but I'm trying to get it untangled here. And it's a convertible is the pattern name. And basically what it is it's a long stole that doubles as a scarf, and then you knit it with buttonholes on the end. And then you put in shank double-ended buttons, and you can use it as a shrug also. It's a nitty free pattern from like 04, I think.
It's sparkly and pretty.
Yeah, and I know I started it in 2008 because it was right after the first Spring Fling.
One might say it's shiny.
It is shiny. Ooh, shiny, right? But yeah, it feels like a dirty little secret because I forgot all about it, and so now I've decided I have to finish it.
And I'm loving it.
Yeah,
in
she's
an
taking
evil,
great
twisted
pleasure.
kind of way.
So that's the only only other work in progress I have.
And there's Scout. Hey, Scout.
Scout is
Hey.
one of Jackie's rescue terriers.
Yes, rescue terrorists.
He's the yarn terrorist that
Aw.
ate Jackie's first sock, right?
Well, assisted in the eating.
Assisted in the eating.
I don't
so
think that
sweet.
she fueled.
Oh.
But we actually have finished one in under 10 minutes. We're just over 9 now, so I'm going to go
We're gonna
ahead
say
and
goodbye.
Yes, we're going to say goodnight.
Because guess what? We're going to have more segments coming up.
We've got a couple of guest stars lined up, and we're very excited about it. And we will probably do this again tomorrow night. So until then,
Bye.
happy knitting.
Happy knitting.